Rank 1. The Curious Tourist. You are driving through the Nevada desert late at night. The road is empty, just sand, mountains, and a sky full of stars. Your phone has no signal. The radio fades in and out. Then you see the sign. Restricted area. No trespassing. Most people turn around here, but curiosity pulls you forward. You drive a little further. Then you see it. A light in the sky. Not blinking like a plane, not falling like a meteor, just hovering, silent, perfectly still. Then suddenly it moves, instantly across the sky, too fast, too smooth. Your heart starts racing. Suddenly headlights appear behind you. Two black trucks pull up fast. Armed guards step out, calm but serious. They ask what you're doing here. If you saw anything unusual. You didn't see anything tonight. They hand your ID back and tell you to leave. As you drive away across the empty desert, the sky above the mountains goes dark again. Rank 2. The Perimeter Guard. Your job is to protect the outer edge of the base. Cameras watch every hill. Motion sensors are buried in the sand. Tourists often gather on distant ridges hoping to see UFOs. Most leave after a few hours. But sometimes something really does appear in the sky. Lights that move too fast. Objects that stop in midair without slowing down. Whenever that happens, your radio becomes active instantly. Orders arrive quickly. Clear the observation hills. No cameras. No witnesses. You drive out into the desert telling people to leave the area. Most think the rumors are a joke. But you've worked here long enough to know something important. Not every object above this base can be explained. Rank 3. The Night Janitor. You work the quietest shift on the entire base. Midnight until sunrise. The hallways feel endless at night. Long underground corridors. Locked laboratories. Rooms filled with machines you don't understand. Your job is simple. Clean the floors. Empty the trash. Most people ignore you completely. But because of that, you see things others don't. One night you pass a laboratory with the door slightly open. Inside, several scientists stand around a metal table. Something lies under a white sheet. For a moment, you see a thin gray arm resting outside the cloth. The fingers are long, too long. Before you can look closer, someone notices you. The door shuts immediately. The next day, that hallway requires a higher security badge, rank 4, the radar operator. Your job is to watch the sky. Screens in front of you track every aircraft in the region, passenger jets, military planes, satellites, weather balloons. Everything appears clearly on radar, until one night something strange appears. A single object enters the screen moving incredibly fast, faster than any aircraft you've seen. Then suddenly it stops, completely, hovering. Your system shouldn't even track something that moves like that. Seconds later, the object accelerates again, in a direction that would destroy any human aircraft instantly. Your supervisor looks at the screen calmly and tells you to log it as unidentified. You ask what it might be. He only says one thing. That's why this place exists. Rank 5. The Recovery Soldier. When something falls from the sky in the desert, your team is sent first. Helicopters arrive before sunrise. The crash site is surrounded immediately. When you approach the wreckage, you realize this is not a normal aircraft. The surface is smooth like liquid metal. No rivets, no bolts, no engine. The structure curves in shapes you've never seen before. Inside the debris, you find fragments lighter than aluminum but stronger than steel. Then one of your teammates calls for silence. Something else has been found nearby. Something small. Something definitely not human. Rank 6. The Scientist. Your lab studies the materials recovered from those crash sites. Metals that bend without breaking. Surfaces that absorb radar signals. Devices that react strangely when electricity is applied. Decades of research have produced only partial answers. Some components seem engineered with technology humanity hasn't invented yet. You test them again and again, trying to understand how they work. Every small discovery pushes science forward, but most of the design still feels decades ahead of human knowledge. Rank 7. The Reverse Engineering Engineer. Your team attempts the impossible. Rebuild technology humanity did not invent. Using recovered fragments, you try to understand how these craft move. Some designs suggest propulsion systems with no visible fuel, no turbines, no traditional engines. Slowly, prototypes begin to appear. Experimental aircraft based on what you've learned. Some of the secret planes tested above this base were inspired by those discoveries, but even your best designs are crude compared to the original machines. Rank 8. The Government Visitor. Occasionally, powerful officials arrive from Washington. Black vehicles roll through the gates. They are escorted deep underground into secure rooms. Scientists present research. Engineers show recovered technology. Videos play of objects moving through the sky in ways no aircraft should. The officials ask quiet questions. Some leave looking fascinated. Others leave looking deeply unsettled. Rank 9. The Inner Circle Member. Only a handful of people know the full truth about this base. You are one of them. You have seen the hidden hangars beneath the desert. Entire recovered craft stored underground. Perfect discs. Strange triangular vehicles. Shapes that don't resemble aircraft at all. Some were recovered damaged. Others were almost intact. Scientists have studied them for decades, trying to unlock their secrets. Rank 10. The Keeper of the Secret. At the very top of the program sits the person responsible for protecting the greatest secret in human history. You decide what information leaves this base and what stays hidden forever. The world believes Area 51 only tests experimental aircraft. That story is convenient, because the real purpose of this base is much bigger. Humanity has been studying technology that did not originate on Earth. If the truth became public tomorrow, it would change the world overnight. That is why the secret remains locked behind the desert mountains. And for now, it stays there.